Back now on Triad today, let's talk about family services with two folks who know all about it. On my immediate right, of course, Crystal Harden. She's Assistant Director of Family Services for Social Workers at Mountain Valley Hospice and Palliative Care. And with her is her partner, Brian Chilton. He's Assistant Director of Family Services for Chaplains and Bereavement. We welcome both of you. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Crystal, I'm going to start with you. What kind of professionals comprise the Family Services team at Mountain Valley? I mean, who's involved?
So that would be our social workers, our chaplains, and our bereavement staff.
And they all sort of work together and interface, so it's not like, I mean, they compare notes, and you feel like they're really helping people better that way, right?
They are. It's really kind of a team effort. They all work together along with our other staff, our nurses and our CNAs. They all work together as a team to serve our patients and families.
Now, in general, what do family services entail? I mean, what kind of services and resources are you offering? What are we talking about? Give me some examples.
So our social workers primarily, they're able to provide resources in the community. They're able to do things like healthcare power of attorneys.
That's important.
Yeah, that's very important. They're able to provide those services such as placement services if needed. They're able to help families find other resources such as Meals on Wheels, things like that help our families and patients in their time of need.
Yeah, I've been there and with my parents, and I know that you're already stressed out and there's a lot going on, and the help of the social workers is really important.
It is.
Brian, let me switch to you for a minute. What are the main goals of chaplains and bereavement coordinators when you're talking about providing care? What's their role?
I would summarize that with two words, hope and cope. I think one of the most important things is to identify a person's hope, that is their source of strength. For some people that may be their faith, for other people that may be family, friends, relationships they have. Sometimes it may be a person's job, occupation. For some people it may be a hobby. Hunting and fishing are two big activities that are popular in our area. Some people find comfort in golf. Personally, it's more a stressor than a source of comfort for me.
If you don't know how to play it.
Exactly. But
so it's a real personalized thing the way you're describing it.
Yes, sir. It sure is. And everyone's different. Everyone handles grief and stressors in life differently. And so our job as chaplains are to come in and try to connect a person with their source of hope. And while doing so, also help that person cope. I think it was Viktor Frankl who said that if, in A Man's Search for Meaning, that if you can endure most anything if you find that connection to what gives you strength. And so I think that's one of the things that we as chaplains strive to do, connect them again to that source of hope, and while doing so, empower them to be able to cope in their time of need.
Now, can everyone benefit from these kind of services, do you think?
Absolutely, most assuredly. One of the common misconceptions is that chaplaincy is only for religious people. But I'll be honest, some of the best visits I've had have been with people who weren't necessarily religious.
Right.
Quite honestly, we normally lead with curiosity. I think if you're kind of a historian, you kind of approach it in that fashion. They really make some good visits to learn more about that person, what they're going through, and the situations they're facing.
After a loved one passes away, are all these resources y'all are talking about available to families right away, very quickly? I mean, give me an idea of that.
They are. We provide bereavement services for 13 months after passing, and those are also available to our community as well. So we provide community services. We also have support groups that we provide to our communities as well as to our families.
It's so important.
It is.
I think that's great. You said 13 months because everybody has a different grieving process and can go on for different lengths of time. I just think that's great what you're doing, what you're offering. Up on screen, mtnvalleyhospice.org, or you can call 888-789-2922. And I just thank both of you so much for what you're doing to make things just a little bit easier for those who are grieving. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after this.
My mother passed away on a Monday night. My dad and I were with her. What would have been a dreadful experience at home was a blessing at the Woltz Hospice home in Dobson. Mama was safe and comfortable. So were we. We were even able to bring our dog Gracie for a visit. From their in-home care to their hospice homes to helping us after she was gone. The people at Mountain Valley Hospice made us better people and became family.